Great. It's not pulling up properly for me. Can you guys see that it says recording on your screen? Great.
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so we start off with a really connected moment, really get comfortable. And first night, we really storyboard and outline. Why don't I just pull that up for them? We storyboard and outline your script. Now, you don't film your actual interview or your script until the final day, okay? And because we want you to get really super comfortable with each other, we want you to get really comfortable with the cameras around you, and of course, be able to practice and share your story and your script with each other. So we don't do it to the last day. I'm gonna pull up right now our, the schedule so that we can go through that. Yeah, something's wrong with my computer screen. I'm sorry, I can't pull up anything on it. We've actually been having an issue with the front of the computer, like this much of it. The screen is black. So I think I'm having a computer blow up. So I'm gonna do some meditating on this thing. We'll pull that up. So the first day is very connected. The second day, we go straight into photo shoots. All right, cool. We go straight into photo shoots. So day 2 is we start off right away in the morning with our photo shoot. We've got incredible photographer. Mirza Nurman has been at every one of our events. Kathleen knows Mirza. Yeah, he's amazing. And looks like we may have a second photographer coming as well, Ryerson, who does all of Hanalei's lately for her brand. We may have 2 because it looks like we're going to have, like right now, there's only, how many people are on here for? We have 8 films. I think we have 10 or 12 people coming to the event. So we've gotten much larger. We were only supposed to have 8, and then more people kept adding. So we rented the whole resort, and now we added on a complete bigger villa, which is awesome. So okay, so let's go through that. First night, we'll do some really connected, work like I mentioned. Then we're gonna have a welcoming dinner. We do a little bit of entertainment, Balinese style. And I work you through getting that media set up in that plan. You're going to get today also your media. I'm going to talk to you about the shots that you need, because I want you to already premeditating the shots that you need in your photography as well. So day 2, we go right into hair and makeup, if you need hair and makeup, and then your photo shoot. I think most have already communicated with Victoria in regards to hair and makeup. Our hair and makeup team is amazing. I definitely recommend it no matter what. I know, Kathy, did you end up getting hair and makeup last time when you did the shoot? Or no, that was a last minute shoot. That's right. We did a last minute shoot. So worth it. Just make sure images look divine, and Bali hairdos suffer if you don't have them pulled out, stretched out. So I definitely recommend it. We'll talk about clothing that you should bring and wear as well. And we'll give you kind of a document for that. You want to make sure you're wearing mostly solids. Makes a big difference in film and a very big difference in your images. Not a lot of print. If you have something that has print, keep it on the minimal of the print. Otherwise, if you think about high profile images and where you might be using them, print is a bit sometimes too shocking for the eye, and it doesn't work well in film at all. Photography, okay, you're gonna have like 4 or 5 outfit changes. You can have multiple changes in outfits. We'll give you the rundown of how that looks. But in a film, having crazy, it's almost difficult to follow. So I would suggest focusing on solids. We give you a whole Pinterest board of poses, things like that. So don't worry, you'll be totally comfortable. It's a lot of fun. And we'll remind you of poses that you may need for websites, promotion stuff, etc. But what we do on that second day, we really hit heavy on the second day after the morning photo shoot with your message. And that means going back through the outline again, going through your script, reading it, practicing it with each other, so that we make sure that we're hitting heavily on the sound bites that are vitally important for your script. We cut out a lot of the fluff, and we just make sure that you deliver the message that's grunt testable. And we'll go through that on that day. And Robert just went through this actually, right? Where we, at the last event, and Robert filmed his B-roll, which is a form of, we do A-roll, which is front to camera.
Yep.
B-roll is the activities that you do that represent what you say, right? And then we layer the film. So most of your film does not have just your face, right? Most of it doesn't. That's why we have to get these outlines done so that we can look at them, look at your script and go, okay, we need a coffee shot. We need you walking. We need you with your family. We need you in a stress moment. So we have all that B-roll outlined that we organize throughout that whole 4 days that all of you will be part of. So we have it set up perfectly that's why we start with hair and makeup and photo shoot the first day, because we do message in the afternoon, but in the evening, we are going to be on the beach. We're going to be doing sunset shots, kind of doing that visual image of your visual is stress moment where you're like, I was in deep thought and I needed to make a change, or I wanted to change people's lives with my message. Maybe you're walking along the beach by yourself, or, we set that up for you. So we have it set up to where the afternoon shots and filming, you don't have to be on point with your look. You can be kind of beach frazzled or tasseled with sea breezes. So that's day 2. Then day 3 is we move into the morning shots. We're going to do a sunrise shots, and that's when you don't need hair and makeup that day at all. You're very natural, pool shots, coffee shots, family shots, stress shots, and we'll give you guys a lot of examples. I think most of you have seen a lot of our films that we already produce. Really cool thing is we have 2 film producers this time. Dennis is our in-house guy. He lives here in Bali. He's from the Ukraine. He's amazing. He's been working with us for 3 years. We now are bringing Solomon from our Orlando event. Oh, you didn't meet him in Orlando. From the Hustle and Grind event we just helped host with film. We're bringing Solomon to the event. He's an incredible editor. So now you're going to get 2 perspectives of 2 different filmmakers in your film. Now, that might not sound like a major benefit to you guys, but when you have 2 perspectives on a story and you get 2 camera angles and 2 different ideas, wow, these films are going to be absolutely divine. I guarantee it. And they always are, but now that we're just bringing in different elements. Every event that I host, I always want to tell the story better, right, and stronger. And so doing it this way is going to be really powerful. So that day 3, we're going to be splitting up. Like one might be walking on the beach at sunrise. The others might be sitting in the villa at sunrise in a corner with their coffee or stressed out. So we're going to create all of these cool visual effects. If you have families, I know like Jess's family's coming. Faith, your boys, one day we'll pick a time with either we do it before with you guys, or we have a time when we can get the family on the beach doing something awesome. And Victoria will tell you when. Probably day 2, because that's when we're having our dinner, is that right? Beach dinner's day 2. We'll probably have them come to the beach because then the boys can totally run around, and then have a beach dinner, right? It's awesome. That's what we did with Abby, and it was great because she's got 2 young ones as well. So that's the best one when the families can join you to get filmed. If they're not on site. So then day 3, let's get back to that. Then we're doing these B-roll camera setups. Now, when we get your film or we get your script, that's when we say, okay, you're a coach, right? Or you're working with kids. I know that's something for you, Alice. Important for you, Robert, is working with men. We have to set that up. Like these are B-roll setups that we need to have. So that would mean we'll be at the villa and we'll either see you working with someone. We'll do coaching shots. We'll set up all of us in one like living room style area with a screen with your logo so that you're teaching people. All right, so we'll have all those different setups organized throughout all of our days, and so that we just get a really super impactful one. Then you'll have your own, we call it your media plan. You'll have your own media plan that you will make sure you get that shot. Like we have setups if you're like, okay, I need a setup where, like maybe for you, Alice, it's working with kids, right? So we've got the Unstoppable Kids there. There'll be about 3 or 4 small ones, Hanalei, a 13-year-old, and I think another, 10 or 11-year-old. So we'll be able to have an area or moment when maybe you're using, let's say, the Unstoppable Kids manual. You can have that as like a background guide that you're working with kids. It just kind of shows a kid's type of guide or something, unless you guys already have something that's yours. If you have props, okay, take notes. Make sure you do this. If you have props, bring them. A book, outline, bring them, okay? business cards, really nice, so that maybe they can be on the ground. They can show you handing it to someone or sitting on a table. We will help create props for you as well, depending on what we got going on here. Like, for instance, Robert did a thing with fishing. He's the unforgettable fly guy. He works with men. We did a fishing pole shot. So make sure you bring a pole with you. Whenever we have someone that does food, right? We have our staff make a really awesome, bright, vibrant color food on a plate that you can take photos with, that you can have in your images. So we'll think about what is something as a prop that you guys would need that can help share your message even more. Like for you, Faith, it could be stuff. It could be stuff that you've got that helps with the sleep, right? That helps with your message. Does that make sense? And again, if there's any questions, please certainly just pop them up. They come into your mind. I don't ever want any of you guys to be like in question. Kathy, what I'm thinking for you, babe, you got a lot of your Bold Warrior stuff. Of course, you're going to probably wear your t-shirt. You'll have stuff like that you'll wear throughout your days. I'm wondering, it would be really neat if there could be someone here on Volley that also has alopecia. You might want to start.
Yes, but I've also sort of broadened a bit to self-love and acceptance. So I'm not going to get hung up on just alopecia.
Okay.
I just wrote down, I want to do a little bit of B-roll with the kids too, because that's comes quite fast.
Yep.
So I think that would be awesome too.
Absolutely, because what it does, it also shows your scope. So let's think bigger and longer term, like what you're doing and what you want to be part of, and that would show your scope. So for sure, it will drag the kids around like props. But then I would suggest, if that's the case, then think about what you could have that could show, what you're doing, and it could just be you speaking to them, right? And maybe visually, like them maybe even touching your head, so you're educating kids on accepting. Like these are big topics, right?
Yeah, I've also got a bead thing workshop I'll tell you about that I think I'll organise to have some sort of beads there for them to be touching, because it's something I want to do in a workshop.
Awesome. Yeah, so once you guys get your main outline and script done, then we're going to go, okay, here's your media plan. Now we must have this. And then that's when we get that plan down and we know specific things that you need. Then we'll start migrating the schedule around the needs of all of you. And because our schedules are always kind of there, but then they have to migrate based on what we do with you guys. So each day there will be a workshop. So it's not like we're going to sit and do, a mastermind workshop all day. We did it differently in Orlando, Robert. This one is very location centric. We've been moving around a lot when we're in Bali because we have so many options.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys will be really excited. We are literally like, 3-minute walk to the beach. This resort, we've got the place right off the beach. Everything's within walkable 5 minutes from our house and from Hanalei studio, because we'll be doing setups in all different locations. But each area and every day we'll have a workshop. Kim Barrett, of course, many of you guys all know Kim.
Yep.
It's incredible. We're going to tailor what your needs are when it comes to things that you need specifically that Kim can teach on. Facebook marketing, setups, bots. All of you know Kim, right? So most of you do. And we're going to tailor what you need, okay? We're going to make it a workshop, not just a listen shop, because that's not helpful. I don't do those type of things. So what we'll be asking of you, what specifically do you need to get done? So if it means you want help with getting a bot set up, then I'm going to say, Kim, I want you to teach them how to set up their bot, not just talk about it, but we're going to do it, okay? Because to me, that's the most important.
What's a bot?
Oh, yeah. Great question. I didn't laugh at you. I didn't think about it. One of the best forms right now of marketing is inside of your Facebook Messenger. It's having a automated, it's like a email list builder and an automation communication through Messenger. So instead of someone, let's say, going to a website and saying, oh, I want your book, and I'll download it, they're able to say, yeah, give me your book, and you push a button, it delivers it to them in Messenger.
So it's the one that you can answer questions, yes
yeah,
or no.
exactly. You've probably seen those.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Because right now we know like 90% of Messenger messages are opened and like less than 10% of emails are. Like I don't know, if you look at my screen, I probably have 8,000 or 80,000 emails because I don't open them at all. They're just a waste of my time because they don't connect to us. Oh, that's your screen. I was like, wait, I look 16. I'm like, I literally pulled up my phone thinking that somebody cleared off my email because I have over 80,000 of them. But again, there's little specifics that we'll be doing for you guys. I sometimes I feel like I over exaggerate, but I want you to know how much this is only for you. Everything that you're coming here for has nothing to do with my agenda. I have zero agenda. Everything you need, I want to help provide that for you. Okay. So we'll give you a form that says, these are specific things that I really need. Our plan is to organize to make sure the films rock, that the photography setups are super sexy and amazing and what you need. And then the rest is what you need. And that's what we'll dedicate our days to. Like Orlando, we were working from like 9 a.m. till midnight. It was amazing. But everyone just had needs. We're like, let's just do it. Right? And some people might say, cool, I want to go enjoy Bali. Cool, go enjoy Bali, right? Get what you need to get done and do your thing. But we'll serve you at our highest level to make sure your needs are met. The focus, of course, is film, photo shoot, and then getting specific things answered and done for you that you need for your business growth. Okay, so that's day 3. And then we always do great, awesome dinners. We're going to have dinners on the beach. We're going to have dinners at all of our favorite restaurants. We're going to have them catered. It's going to be super fun. Kathy knows what we do, right? She's been to our Bali event, and they're super fun. I guarantee, Kathy, this time, the entertainment will be more organized than who we relied on last time. January, we relied on a guy that just was going to bring the fire and the dancers and the this. And we were like, are you serious? Did I really trust you to do all that? I don't usually give up that kind of control. It was funny. Yeah, totally funny and effective. All right. So we're going to impress you this time, Kathy. Okay, so day 4, again, is now interview day. Okay. If you can see the image, that is truly, we have a big white setup for photo shoots, for headshots. But your interviews will be in a spot that totally represents you and how you want to share your brand. So it could be at a desk, it could be standing, it could be in front of a Buddha, it could be from outside, it could be on the beach. Typically, Dennis and Solomon will find a spot that they feel represents the best for everyone, but the light's the best they can set up. They will always find the best spots. You get a good idea, but they're like, that's not going to work with the light. We only film interviews very early or later in the afternoon because the sun, if we're in any sun, eyelashes, you got black circles. So we will only film super bright and early, like, hair and makeup starts at 7 or 8. First films are at 9, and 10. And then we also do the evening films. And then that day is when we're going to take an off-site location for filming. So that means we're either going to choose a spot that everyone wants to go to that would totally match their brand, and we'll find something super cool. Like we're really close to Hanalei, which is really a sexy spot here in Bali. Well, not sexy spot. It's actually iconic, super spiritual, really incredible place. And they've got tide pools that are just beautiful. Lava tide pools that are gorgeous. So it's just really remarkable. So we may consider doing that, depending on what everyone may want. We could go to a Ketchak dance, if you guys have ever seen them. They're really fun. And it just gives us killer B-roll. So we'll decide on that. We'll give you guys some options of what you'd like to do in Bali and what that offsite location will be. And then, of course, at the end of that day, we always finalize with more of your brand strategy. Like, okay, now I got to film. I got all these images. What do I need to do with it? How do I need to launch this product, successfully? We teach some really great strategies that work right now that can help you develop your brand and your following organically that so many people around the world are using and effectively. And so we'll talk about that, ways that you can launch and things that you may already be doing with already coaches that you have, how we can integrate that and then really help that launch and release. The film release is such an important time. And that's also why we'll, with Kim's going to make sure everyone understands how to get traffic to those films. A lot of our clients, they want to, and they just don't take action on it. And so I'm really going to push, when the films are completed, that you have a launch strategy with traffic, because these films do so much for even your brand value, and just telling that story even before you launch products. And we want you to leverage them the best. So we'll talk about a lot of that stuff. And then day 5 is pretty much our final B-roll shots in the morning if we need it. And we'll do checkout. And some people are staying longer. Is anyone staying longer, by the way, to stick around a little bit longer? Yeah?
Yeah. I'm staying till the 15th.
Ah, sweet. Okay, great. Kathy, how long are you staying extra?
Till the 18th.
2 weeks or 2 days after?
I think it's only a couple of days after, but I'm there 10 days before.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be doing B-roll with you early. That's the great part about she's coming early. So we'll do some early stuff to make sure we get some specifics for you. Same thing with you, Robert. He's going to be here a little early. Faith lives here. So.
I'm flying out December 1st, and then according to like the 24-hour time change or whatever, flying back in time, I'll be there
days early.
December 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Cool. What about you, Alice? When are you arriving?
So I'm planning to fly in on the 5th of December at night, and then fly out late at night on the 10th.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you'll just do normal arrival time. If you need help on, which I think you know Bali, but if you did need help on arrivals, like where to stay when you first get there, we can help you out on that first night as well, because we don't all get to check in until Hacienda until on the 6th of the afternoon. Okay, so why don't we show them, Victoria, because you're on the computer. We're going to open up Hacienda so they can see it. All right, so we chose Hacienda for a reason. First is we have some big houses that are on the beach that we've done before. They're on the water, but they're not big enough. We don't have big enough places that fulfill everything. Yeah, so the last house we were in with Kathy, and we wanted to be very traditional and very homey, okay? Because we know different people in different regions of the world. Too Balinese is too Balinese. Too the modern is just isn't working for everyone's feeling. This place is amazing. They're all individual villas, 3 and 4 bedroom villas, and they're complete villas. Okay, you'll notice here this is like there's a twin room here, so we have some families that are coming. Everyone gets their own king suite. It's full kitchen, full living room, everything. So you have your own private space. They're just really connected and walkable to the beach.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's hard to get this, really hard, believe me. And so we have more people. I mean, goodness, we have our whole team that if you guys are, any of your logo designers, they're all coming. Website team's going to be here. Chris is going to be here. Kim's going to be here. Victoria's here. Larcy, if you know Larcy, which all you should, Larcy's going to be here. Like, they're all coming. We're flying our whole team because that was a part of a gift that they won as well, their Christmas present. So we've got a lot of people that are here, 2 filmmakers, 2 photographers. So I'm like, man, we can't be in obsolete, in the middle of nowhere. We need enough places around us that's walkable to the beach, because that was always everyone's thing. Like, dang it. The last time, Kathy, remember we were in that big, big house, but it wasn't walkable to the beach. We were in the middle of kind of the city area. And it was like, I want to be near the beach. So these are gorgeous. They're absolutely divine. They're all individual. I think we have like 3 or 4 complete villas. The whole place is it's just 3 or 4 complete villas, and they serve breakfast every morning that you'll eat there, and then we'll be catered. Yeah, this is it here. And then we'll be catered. Either we'll come to my villa here for one of the photo shoot days. We'll be catered here for a dinner. We're catered at the villas. We go out to dinner. We go out for lunch. So we really I don't miss a beach. So you guys will be definitely treated well. So yeah, so this is like, this is where we are. This is your street. See that little street on the left-hand side? That's the gang. Walkable right to Prairie Non Beach. And rice fields are everywhere. So we'll do, if you guys are wanting the rice field views, we'll do drones, we'll do rice field walks. Motorbikes, all right, this is another one. Does any of you guys want to ride a motorbike or like,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Because they're super Bali, right? So we will have, whoever wants one, we'll ask them to have motorbikes ready. It's super fun to ride around. Our house, like if you see the race fields there, our house is just literally just beyond this side of the beach, just very, very, very close, right around the corner. Yeah, so this is super fun. Very different than where we were in January. Very different than we've ever been, actually, because it's more natural. Like the other places that we've been in Karma Kandara, gorgeous, but very superficial, beautiful, but not quite in that, real life setting, and very, very far away from everything. And we had some people wanted to move around and do stuff in Bali. Any questions about these? Did you see if that'll play? There, they can see the rooms. I didn't know. Maybe that'll show them. Yeah, we'll let you guys see this. Show them the rooms. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So you'll get a really true, these rooms. I mean, this is like super divine. And then there's desks in them, and so we have to do some shots like you're working on your computer or in the bed or outside. They all have full pools, all these gorgeous little staircases. It's just like a real house kind of setting.
Did you say it was in Pereira?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So when it's not Paramas anymore,
No, we changed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh, that's good. I was
for all of these reasons. We were too far away from everything. Everyone wanted.
Right.
Every time we've had the events like that, it was just not going to work. We'd have to bus everyone and move everyone around. It just doesn't work doing the things that we need to do. So like it's a real household setting, it'll be super fun. Yeah, amazing for film. The colors, that's another thing. It's the color, it's the feeling it has. So it'll be perfect. Any questions or comments that pop up?
Well, if you could scroll up to that whole shot of the beach and stuff.
Yeah, because you'll have there's a river, Robert.
Yeah, I can see where I'm gonna go fly fish a little bit. I can fly fish over there on that wave.
Yeah, we already thought about that for you, so that works.
Then I think Brian and I, if we have time, he's gonna teach me how to surf on that wave right over there.
Yeah, that's the way. We'll go there early. He'll go every morning.
5:30.
Yeah. Anyone else have any like specifics or questions? Because we're gonna get you guys the storyboard outline. You're gonna have we have Abby's and the teachers. We have several different scripts that have already been pre-written that really help everyone see a pre-written script, because it kind of helps you, because we wrote those really well and edited them, and so we use those a lot as the outline for you. So we have the outline, we have the actual script, we have visual images for you to follow, and then we'll do our storyboard media outline, if you can pull that as well. But again, we have a full 4 weeks, so we do have time, and we will be meeting. I would like to meet. I'd be very happy to meet with you guys, at least for the next few weeks. And what I want you all to do, and I will give you some kind of assignments. I want to have that first script by next week. Just take some time. There's a lot of great, easy ways to follow it. And then we help manage it, okay? That's like such a big one, is to help you, editing the script so that it really tells your story. That's what we do the best. I'm a wordsmither. And then our film guys go through it. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Victoria. So it just gives you the basic outline of, how to put it together. So write it in big, blocky, as long as you want. Robert had 6 pages, I think, in Orlando.
I'm constantly streamlining it now, and then you had mentioned it to get like key points. Mm-hmm. What I'm focused on right now is looking at those key points, those really bring it home message lines, one-liners. Yeah, exactly. So you'll be able to leverage this. Now, I've worked with every single one of you in different capacities. The only person I actually haven't worked with is you, Jessica, so don't worry. We'll have a private call with you so that you're not like, oh my God, I don't understand what's going on, which that's not me being you. That's usually what our mind is saying. Don't worry. These guys all know how I work. I've worked with them. We've had many, many calls together. We'll make sure that you feel very, very comfortable.
So that's something you guys get. And then the media, let's show them the what they can prepare for media day. Because this is how the media day checklist will look. You're going to get this in advance. You can think about it. That first night, we are going to outline this media day checklist. Like this is your outline. Like this is when my hair and makeup is. You just have it. It's like all of us have our own plan because it's busy, really busy. Okay, I want you to know. Just get ready. It's like Victoria is going to be like, okay, Alice, you're in hair and makeup. Faith, get to hair and makeup. Okay, Alice, you're over here with Solomon. All right, photo shoot starts here. Like that's how it works. Super fun, but it's busy. So when you're sometimes nervous because we're taking photo shoots and we jam the music and it's really fun, you don't think about like what specifically I need. Okay. And so we always want you to have your little plan so that you are very comfortable with it. You'll have your script, you'll have your plan, all of it will be ready. Okay. And, like your interview spot, when we get there, we're going to walk around. The guys will say, I think this is the best. We'll kind of point in the right direction. And then there's specific areas that we must do B-roll in. Like I mentioned earlier, and we'll make sure you get that, that really matches your brand. Like we said, kids, computer, beach, like we'll make sure we get those. And then at the end, if there's certain things that you have to have, like Robert's got to have himself that fishing pole, but none of you want a fishing pole and none of you want to necessarily be at the river. Robert's going to have to make sure he gets that done because it's out of the normal plan. But it'll get done. We just have to make sure that becomes your highlight. You're like, I have to make sure I am, standing on the beach, throwing a seashell. And the next, after you guys give me your script, as I hear it, I'm going to go, we need that. You need to be sending something off into the sea, or you need to, like one of the last girls, Marilyn, she's a image consultant. And we thought of this idea that before her film even starts, she had 5 women say, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, just to create the opener of her film. So that's what we do best. That's why I want your base. And then we think of really clever ways for you to create that visual image of your words. Does that make sense? I'm like throwing you guys into like film production without you having to know it. All right? Because there's a lot of work that goes into it, but it's so much fun. And we love it. And then the photo shoot days are really funny because it's like music jams. Some people drink wine and champagne in the morning because they're so nervous. Like it's real. Like you get to do your thing. We've got juices. We got raw juice bars. Going to be delivering juices every morning. Catering's going to be on point. Foods that keep us energized. Bulletproof coffee, because that's what we drink if you drink bulletproof. Like, we're going to have the whole experience. And
I know you
what's up?
I know you said you were going to give us like a Pinterest board of poses and things, but will we get some help on the day? I am rubbish.
There's so many of us. Of course, we're a bouncing machine. Victoria stands there always when it's the photo shoot, all the photo shoots. She's always there making sure everyone's got their comfort. But photographers are unbelievable. Like these that we get are not because, well, other than Hanalei, because somehow that kid is like a posing machine.
Yeah, she's great.
Like it's ridiculous. I'm like, how do you know what to do? And she's like, she just does all this. I'm always super awkward no matter what, still in front of the camera. I'm like, all right, I'll do this. And, it's super funny. But because that's not our natural space. Photographers are great. The music is fun. It's it's super lively, and then they'll just help you. So yeah, it's
super awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, Robert was just there. We had Stacy in the last event. It was amazing. It was so much fun.
And Rhonda, if I can add something too.
Yeah,
it'll be busy that day, but and you'll be told you got to be over here, but over there, but never in a
rush.
In a rush voice. It'll sound like an angel's voice with an English.
How about like Victoria's voice?
Right, Victoria's voice, an angel with an English accent saying, "Now you're over there, and now you're over here," and it's like you automatically know what you need to do, and you'll feel totally comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep you right. Don't worry about anything. We've done this a lot.
Yeah.
So we just go into our zone and we take you with us.
Yeah, that's why I'm not allowed to tell everyone where to go, because I'm like, get over there. Hey, let's do this. Right? That's my energy is not for film day. My energy is focusing with you guys, and that means I get the scripts. And let me help you relieve maybe a bit of if there's anxiety. When you have your script, you're going to practice it so much. We take it in blocks. I'm with you behind the camera. You look at me, right? You look at the camera basically, but I'm right next to it. And when you start your first section. If you forget, it's not a problem. You just slow down and I say, okay, say that word over again, and then we do it over again, right? Because it's edited. The best part about having a great film crew is it's edited. None of the stuff comes off as sexy as it looks when it's edited, right? And that's the best part. So you'll say your section, and then, maybe you'll forget a word, and you're like, stop, look, I didn't feel good about that. Or I'll say, hey, let's do that over. You weren't looking right. Your energy wasn't right. And then we just do it. And it takes about 10 or 15 minutes to do a 2-minute, script, but it's really comfortable. The only anxiety you have to get through is just getting used to staring at the actual camera. That's where everyone kind of goes, right? And that's why we want you to get to know everyone early, and the filmmakers are all there, and they're already in your face, so you're usually pretty used to them being there. But that's the best part is that I just hold your script, and I'm there to cue you and work you through it. And even if you did one line, it would sound amazing. I mean, that's the reality, because we just film it and edit it. And there's only a few, and you'll see in the examples, there's only a few times when your face is the main part of it. And we make sure that the most powerful statements are either covered with the best B-roll, or you're face to camera and you do it your absolute best. Most of our clients have never filmed themselves, and they freak out, and they're like, oh my God, I'm amazing. Look how great I did. Right? So you'll just do great. I want you to know how great it's going to be. So that's going to be super fun. Okay. Anything else, Victoria? Is there some housekeeping that you want to make sure that everyone is clear on? Because again, this is our first moment. And we're going to meet again next week with that script, and that's when we start pulling from the script, and I'll start helping you move through what we need to get your voice out first.
Rhonda, are we meeting next week at the same time on the 12th?
I was going to ask you guys, what is an ideal time for you? Because for me, it's 10, almost 11 for us now, because our times have changed. If we need to go up a bit, that's easy. I think it's for you guys almost 10, because our time zones changed a bit.
This time is perfect for me.
Okay. Yeah, is it good for you, Alice, as well?
If I'm not working, it's great. If I am working,
yeah, no worries. Okay,
yeah,
no worries. And my thoughts were anyways for Australians, because Alice is in Australia, so is Laura, is that if we needed to do a split an afternoon so that everyone could work, and then we can actually meet, I'm totally happy to do it that way as well. So we can work with our Americans at their night, and our Aussies the same way. So we can make that work. Cool. Because the prep time is super fun. We want to make sure you guys feel confident. All right, so Victoria, is there any specifics that you want to share?
We will send over the documents we were just showing you. I'll get them sent across to you this week, today actually, so that you can start working on them. And there's 3 documents. I'll send across the film day and photo shoot. You may not have everything ready to fill in on that now. Don't worry, but it's great for you to print out and start mapping out some ideas that you can bring to the future calls. I will also send the story outline and the branding script outline as well. So again, you can start working on that. And as Rhonda said, this is a brain dump in this first one. Yeah. So really do just get everything down and bring it to the call. And as you know, Rhonda will be very honest with you about what to keep in and what to get rid of and what to change. And don't be offended.
Please. It always comes from love.
Yeah. I love at the last event, Megan said, Rhonda told me I'm vanilla. I'm like, I'm pretty sure she didn't tell you you're vanilla. I think it might have just been a sentence in your message. You're definitely not vanilla. Don't take it personally. It's brilliant. It's great stuff. And Rhonda absolutely knows what she's doing and really pulls the best out of all of these scripts. On another more housekeeping side, for everyone, I think everyone on this call actually has, but just for those that are watching the recording, if everyone can just make sure that you have returned the 2 forms to me. So one of them is the questionnaire and the other one is the NDA. And Jessica, if you could actually get Michael to sign the NDA as well, just because he'll be attending the sessions and the filming. So you can just use that same link again that I sent you in the email. If you're unsure, let me know and I can send it in Messenger to you as well. Okay? And then for anyone that hasn't confirmed on hair and makeup, if you can just let me know as soon as possible, because I really need to get this team locked down, which means that I need to send across deposits to them. So we just need to know exactly who is doing hair and makeup. And thanks to those of you that have done all of those things already, making my life a lot easier. But yeah, I think they're the key things.
Yeah. Yeah, and then logistically, if you are uncertain about arrivals and Bali, etc., super duper safe country. Pretty simple. I actually have a video that I filmed 3 years ago for an arrival at our event. We'll just give it to you because I show you exactly what to expect and what to do. I took them to a different hotel, but for you, it'll be just as simple. When it comes to arrivals, we can get drivers arranged to pick you up. They end up, I think, charging like 250 or 350,000 rupiah, which is like $22 or something. If you want it organized, some of you guys come, you already understand Bali, so it's, easy. But we can give you what we typically would do, and Victoria will do it. We try to Victoria isn't your travel planner, right? She's there to make sure that you're great and solid with the event. But we do have some drivers that will put you in a message with them, and they're our personal drivers. Demare, please pick up, Alice. She's going to give you her details, and then he will schedule with you so that we're not managing it because they are our guys that work for us. That way you have everyone in your direct connection and communication. We definitely recommend when you arrive that you get a SIM card at the airport, and you can get them very easy. When you walk out, there's these guys asking if you want data. We'll tell you what to get. Just buy a SIM card. You go to the ATM first. We're going to give you, do this first, right when you exit, go to the ATM. Take out 3 million. It's like $200, $210. Go to the Telkomsel guy. It's red. It's on the left. It's right here. We'll give you instruction. Take out get 10 gigs with this one SIM card. Like, we'll tell you what to tell them and you'll have an instruction because it makes it so much easier. Then you have your own data. Then your Wi-Fi is working and your instant communication, right? We still also are building our brand while we're doing this, and everyone loves to see when you're doing stuff like this. So it's super fun, right? And then the drivers meet you out front, and you're either meeting our driver, and you'll have a picture of him and all of that good stuff. If you need help getting picked up, we can just create.
Yeah, Rhonda, I'll definitely be interested in that because I'll be like a total fish out of water.
Yeah, most everyone is.
I'll be like, where, what, who, when?
Most everybody is. It's okay.
It's a really good idea to have a driver too, because it can be a little bit intense. There's a lot of people who would like to drive you and lots of taxi drivers. And if you already have one organized, it makes it a lot easier.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we'll have our 3 main drivers, and we'll just set everyone up because your times and everyone's days are different. It'll be really easy to organize. We have a lot less people because this is specifically for branding, filming, and photo shoots. The last event we had a 4-day mastermind plus a VIP day. It was like, wow, crazy. We had, 70 some people here, and it was wild. So this one's a lot more connected. Anything that's coming up for you guys now, other than, just the nerves or excitement of it all? The organization, it's going to be super fun. We're pumped.
I just have a little question about the, being clear, especially about Facebook, like what we like to learn. I'm not quite sure what my question is, but I didn't even know about Facebook bots. So I'm not even quite sure what to ask to learn because I'm still trying to find bits and pieces on my, maybe a total overview of the actual business pages and group pages.
What we're going to do, Faith, for you specifically, Faith's in our 12-week program with our coaches, is that this week's call is social media. And we're doing, so I'm doing a complete overview. Any of you guys are able to join us on that one as well. We'll invite all of our clients, will be invited. And it's Kim and I are going to do it. He's going to do lead ads, he's going to do bots, overview stuff, so that triggers questions that may be needed. We won't do as much over teaching, do this, He's going to do a bit of an overview and an understanding, show you what's necessary to know, and then, of course, point you in some of the right directions. So we'll let everyone know on that. I still am confirming if Kim can make it this week or if it's going to be next week. But I'll let everyone know in the next 24 hours when I confirm that with Kim. So that's a good thing for you as well. I know, Alice, we were just in Hong Kong, Alice. We did lead ads. It's a really big one, and everyone needs to learn lead ads, especially when you get a film. You understand how to do lead ads. Now you can generate leads just with a film alone using Facebook, Messenger, etc. And that's what he likes to make sure that everyone understands how to do. And during the event, you guys will be shooting a branding film of some sort of you just going, well, hey everyone, I'm here in Bali, and it might be a little bit of a topic based on what you do. And you're going to say, guys, I have an amazing new book or something that I have, a giveaway, save this down below and I'll deliver it to you. So we'll set up that type of a film with an ad, and then you can start building your list, and we'll prep you either having some kind of a giveaway for your brand, whether it's a PDF, link, or if it's a book, a funnel, whatever you might already have. That's something that we'll prep you for as well when we kind of do that outline. So it'll be fun.
Rhonda, those message bots, are you going to be showing us how to create them as well, or is that where the team comes in and they create it for us? And then
Kim creates it for you. We'll talk to you about it this week. But yeah, Kim, it's easy to do if you understand it. Otherwise, they'll do it for you. But he'll show you how to do it. He'll show you the right ones to choose and the setup and how the process works.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. I think we're solid, everyone. I mean, thanks for your time. I'm real excited to see you. It's been a super busy several months for us, being in the States and another event and 4 events and now back. We're like, yay! That's kind of what puts us in our zone. It's like, yay, we're going back to an event. It's like our highest values are being met. It's super fun. Yeah. So we'll just give you all the documents. You guys will have. We'll set up our call next week, and then we'll get all the needs that you may have. So that we know what you need. The photographers, we have a set that comes along with your package. Everyone gets how many edited by the team? By the guys? 10 edited by the team, and then they have a huge bulk of raws that they make available to you. And they give it for a really low price. I think a couple $100, $300-$400, something to get all of them. But they will edit. Are you sure it's 10? I think it's 20.
No, sorry. Some people.
Yeah. Some people it's 10 because they're not part of the in-house. They're just coming for a couple days. For all of you that are getting films, you get 20 edited high-profile shots, plus you get access to your files, which is like they take thousands of film. Thousands. It's crazy. Yep. All right, cool. If you guys have anything more, let us know. We're going to keep it basic throughout the week until it's next meeting. Just, we'll give you the instructions on what to do. Jessica, I want to make sure that you're in my schedule so that we can make sure we.
I don't know about this video thing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hide from you.
I don't hide. It's okay. We're not scared. You gotta get used to it. But I understand.
It's a bad one.
We all are that way until we get used to it. And then you're like, hey, how you doing? Because this is how we run our business. Like, people feel like they're in my living room all the time.
Once you get your camera shots done, your film shots done, you'll always want to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I hope I look better than I do right now.
Yeah, don't worry. We got hair and makeup for that. And then you don't care. Then you look like me in the morning. You're like, I could care less. All right, you guys. You guys are amazing. We're looking forward to seeing you this next week. Let's start tackling these scripts, and we'll let you guys know about that social media call. So if you'd like to join, you're welcome.
Cool.
That's cool. Awesome. Send some questions you might have. You're welcome. Excited to see you guys, and we'll talk to you in the virtual office.
Thanks, Rhonda.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. I don't even know if I can turn this off with my screen the way it is with me. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay.